The public inquiry into the treatment of people using contaminated blood in the 1970s and 80s has started hearing evidence about dozens of victims at a school for disabled children. More than 120 pupils were treated for haemophilia with a drug contaminated with HIV and viral hepatitis at Treloar College in Hampshire. Here's our health correspondent, Jim Reid.
The focus on the school is part of a wider inquiry which has already been running for 2 years into the use of contaminated infected blood products in the 70s and 80s. Now that's thought to have killed perhaps as many as 10,000, some people think even more, people across the UK. So this week they're specifically looking at the case of that school, Treloar. We had some opening comments this morning from the lead counsel to the inquiry, Jenny Richards QC. She said they're going to look into the treatments used at the school. Importantly, what information was provided to parents and children?
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Adam Porter. The public inquiry into the contaminated blood scandal where patients were infected with HIV and hepatitis C in the 1970s and 80s has started hearing evidence from former pupils at a school for disabled people. More than 100 children were affected at Treloar College in Hampshire and dozens have since died. Stephen Nicholls was one of the children given a new treatment for haemophiliacs, which was made from contaminated blood.
Freeze-dried concentrate was sold to us as a miracle. We were told, if you take this, you will be able to live a normal life, you'll be able to do these things, you'll be able to play football, ride a bike, but we were never told the risks.
The public inquiry into the treatment of people using contaminated blood in the 1970s and 80s has started hearing evidence about dozens of victims at a school for disabled children. More than 120 pupils were treated for haemophilia with a drug contaminated with HIV and viral hepatitis at Treloar College in Hampshire. At least 72 of them died as a result.
This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app on your smart speaker and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 6 o'clock. This is Adam Porter. A former student at a boarding school for disabled children has told the inquiry into the infected blood scandal how he went off the rails when informed he had HIV. Gary Webster was one of scores of pupils at Treloar College in Hampshire to be given contaminated blood products in the 1970s and 80s to treat their haemophilia. At least 72 died. Mr. Webster told the inquiry how he felt after he was given his diagnosis.
Yeah, those 10 years were pretty rough. I think I tried to kill myself once. I stuck a car through a brick wall and only managed to break my ankle, so it wasn't particularly successful. But yeah, I was just out of it. I just didn't care.